Hey, You Can Heal family. I just went on a walk and got back in my car, and I was just really reflecting. I was listening to Tony's video, Are Faithful Men Corny, and it just had me thinking. Now, I've listened to a lot of Tony's videos, so it's not new news. But sometimes we need to hear things over and over again about men that we've experienced in our lives. So if you've been watching me a little bit, you know a little bit about me and my past and how it's filled with pain and things that have happened to me by men. And over the last month and a half or so, I've been on my healing journey, deep in it, dealing with my ex-husband. And I realized that I've been lying to myself for a while and secretly holding it in and not sharing it. And I shared it yesterday out loud for the first time. And I realized through all the shenanigans that have taken place over the last month or so that I know what I want. But the mind will make you think you need something else because it wants to keep you trapped. So, am I making sense? Let me see. Let me put it this way. The truth is, I've always wanted to get remarried to my ex-husband. Okay? Yeah, I'm a life coach, and I help people heal from the pain of their past and build confidence and value themselves and practice self-love, and I'm still going to continue to do that, but I'm a person. And the enemy is very tricky because what I realized on my walk is he wants me, the enemy I'm talking about, wants me to go backwards. Cognitively and in my mind, I know that the things that happened to me in that relationship were not good, were not healthy, and did not please the Lord. So why would I want to go back to that? Well, the answers are because it's easier, because it's familiar, because I know it. And another big thing is my pride. I don't want to be a divorced Christian woman. So if I could say, oh, it worked out and we reconciled and got remarried and look at this great life, then I don't feel so bad about myself. Like I don't feel so, I don't feel like I failed, right? Because, who wants to get married and be unmarried? If you understand the biblical foundations of marriage and what it represents and means, I didn't want this. But I married a person because I was broken. I did. And I was hurting and I was sad and I was unworthy. I felt like nothing. So if I marry someone who was already hurting me and betraying me and cheating and, doing things that were contrary to my value system and what I believed, I married anyway because I thought it would make it better. At least I wouldn't fornicate, right? At least I could do that right. Now, this was my rationale because I was broken. So now I go through this whole marriage and I end it and get divorced and thinking, because I've changed and I've grown, I can talk to this person and I can see the difference in me. But it's kind of like you want to see the change in them. Like, it's like I wanted to make him be what I needed him to be then so I could go forward in my life today. And I realized on this walk, like, I'm already moving forward. I'm already that. And I don't need to go back into the pit, into the struggle, right? And I can really lead this happy, peaceful life knowing that the day will come where I will be presented with the person because I know better now. Like after listening to Tony Gaskins, I'm talking about, you have to implement the things he's saying. We can't listen to them and then doubt that God won't perform and show up. So when I was walking, and you got to know, like I love being vulnerable, but it's more within myself and reflecting on things. Like when I walk, I think, and I can clear my head, and I can journal walking is what I do, really. So now I'm getting in this car and I'm trying to articulate what the Spirit spoke to me, and it's very difficult. It's very difficult to do because it's so deep. But I'll share with you, on the walk, I turned around. Now I'm outside. I was at the same walk I did the other day when I made the video. So you see like the farm and everything. And I turned around and I walked backwards. And I'm looking at, there's a long path. And I'm looking at the path. And I'm literally leaving behind. And I called out things that had happened in that marriage. I called out all the hopes, dreams, and desires I had. And I just left him on that path. And I literally saw myself like walking away, and it just kept getting further and further away. And I told the Lord, I'm not going back. You know, I'm not going back. There's a new thing and a better thing. And I turned around and the sun was coming through the sky, and the sky is like kind of blue, but like kind of dark clouds, but it's not raining. It's going to be a nice day. It's about, I think it's 41 degrees now, or 38, something like that, when I started out the walk. And just recognizing that every day's new. And Tony said in the video, like, if you're losing weight or wanting to change any area in your life, every day you have to decide. So I said on the walk when I turned around, I decide today that I will not hope for something old to be renewed, but trust that there's a new thing ahead when it comes to having a healthy relationship. Because in my life, I have never had one. So it's easier to default and want to try to fix the old one you had, you know, and make that into something new. But there's a new thing happening. Yeah, there's a new thing happening. My spirit is quiet now, and it's, I'm just thankful, because there have been times when I've talked to my ex-husband since I started on YouTube or being a life coach, and it would be shameful to me or embarrassing, because I'm trying to teach and help people not do that. And I've done that. But it made me realize it's just another level of my coaching that I'll be able to help, because I understand what it's like to hurt and to want to fix the past to help you heal. But the healing comes from in, and it's not the other person. So again, what I did is I said, if I can see that this person's changed, this ex-husband's changed, and he's done this, I was still using something outside of me to make me better. And I've already got it in me. You know, Jesus is in me. And I think about this cycle that I've gone through, and how reading the Bible every day and hearing the scriptures, and sometimes the scriptures come alive. Sometimes I'm just reading it. And like yesterday, I was like, that whole passage, I didn't get all those names and places. I was like, oh my goodness. But just, oh, I lost track of my thought. I don't know, just being able to move forward with Christ, and having the word get in your spirit so much that if you're making a mistake, not even a mistake, if you're going the wrong way, the Lord brings you back on the right path. He guides you on the right path. And he showed me that over the last month. Like, I'm going to teach you something because I care, and I'm going to allow you to go over here and experience these conversations and this and that. But when it comes down to it, I've got you, and I know you, and I love you, and I know what your heart desires and wants. And I don't disappoint, and he doesn't fail. And he did it so gently and so beautifully that I cannot even articulate on this video my experience over the last month. But what I do know is God will use it for good, and it will come through in coaching sessions that I have, and the in-person groups, and on the Zoom coaching calls. God's going to use this last month and a half I've had for his glory. I believe that. And yeah, the Spirit is filling the room and the place, and I'm thankful. So God, anybody who's listening, let them have the ears to hear what the Spirit's trying to say. I don't think this video might not be for everyone, but just know my heart is pure, and I'm leaning on the everlasting arms. And healing is a process, and it's a cycle. And mine started 8 years ago next month, April 15th. And I'm always going to be pursuing and growing and searching and getting better and better and stronger every day. And my mind and my heart are connected, and wanting to be transformed in the area of my thinking every day. I need to go for God. I need to go for God. You know, I'm going to post this. I'm going to post this with shaking hands, because it's a vulnerable moment for me. And I don't even know if it makes any sense to you, if this video made any sense, but to God be the glory. I feel better. I feel like there's been some release that has taken place, and I had to try to convey what's been happening, You Can Heal family. And I don't know if I did a good job, but I know my heart is full, and I feel a little like this excitement in my spirit. And we're just going to keep moving forward, okay? We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep wanting to be like him. We're created in God's likeness and image, taking on his character and meaning. We have in us the same abilities and powers, right, and authority that Jesus Christ had. And it's under his name that I keep going forward and pursuing him and having him teach me. And he used Tony Gaskins today, so I thank God for that. I do. And how he put me on, you know, just in this time of my journey. Like I found his videos, and I'm thankful. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just thankful. God works everything together for good for those who love God. When you love God, he's working everything together for good all the time, according to his purpose, his plan. So I thank God for that. I'm going to continue on with my day. I'm working on some paperwork. God help me there. And then I got to do some errands today. Is my daughter Bria's birthday today. She's 31 years old today. And my grandson's about 2.5 weeks from being born. I'm excited about that. So I got to do a couple errands, pick Bryn up from ballet, and then ride out to see Bria and celebrate her today. But I'm thankful for you too. I'm thankful for you for listening and bearing with me on this video. Oh, gosh. Yeah. And hey, there's still room. I think we have, I don't know, it might be 8 people signed up for next Saturday at 7 p.m. We're doing a Zoom group coaching session. It's a process session, so you're going to have the opportunity to talk, kind of like I did today, and process your life and get some revelation and let God reveal things to you through some coaching. And it's going to be a good time. So March 25th at 7 p.m. Just email in the description, go to my email and just put you want to be in the group coaching under the contact page, under contact, and I'll send you the link. And I'll see you there, or just email me at Shena@ShenaMajor.com and say, I want to be in the group. I want to be in on it. And I'll send you the link. Or I'll put the link in the description. I'll do something, but if you're called to be there, you'll be there. It'll work out. Oh my goodness. Always remember that true healing begins with self-love. Why? Because God is love and He lives on the inside of you. We're going to talk soon. You can heal family. Bye.